8.7 FM KAZI, your boy Jabari Warfield, Dab Dub in the building. This is a little something we call the morning grind. Good morning to you. Gonna be a little warm today. We'll keep you updated on the weather, and we're gonna talk about all kinds of stuff this morning. So glad to have y'all with us. Don't forget, you can always check us out at kazifm.org. You can either get us on your desktop, laptop, and also, of course, on your mobile device with the TuneIn app. Take us with you, and also share us with your friends and your enemies and your frenemies and all the people that you know. Glad to have y'all with us. My boy Dap Dub's in the building. Dap, what's good, sir?
Hey, yo, I'm doing good, Jabari.
Yes, sir.
Yo, the sun is out. Summer's almost around the corner. That starts after this weekend, right? Like after Memorial Day, you technically that's the gateway to the summer.
Technically, that's summertime.
Yo, I'm feeling good. I'm excited, man. I already know this summer.
Right.
You give me the keys to the Bentley. I feel like this the summer, yo. This the summer.
Oh,
I'm hyped. Can't you tell I'm hyped?
Yeah, I can.
I'm getting a Bentley this summer.
What, you rent? No, do you go rent a Bentley?
Tell me, like, you got a lot of trips, a lot of places you gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, you got some festivals. Like, I don't remember when you do that thing in Orlando, but I know you gotta go do some things, dog.
Oh yeah. I'm doing some things this weekend.
I'ma hold them keys for you, and I'ma take good care of it.
You know what?
This is the summer.
This is
Wait,
man. I tell you,
why
because I'm gonna have to put a security camera on my back.
Huh?
Like on my back. Like I'm gonna have to carry a security camera with me on my back.
Jabbar, no, Jabbar. That's not the energy that I thought. I thought you was gonna match my energy. I thought like it was gonna happen. But that ain't the energy right there, brother.
You had a black thought.
Do you need a do-over? Do you want to rethink
You want to start it? You want to start it again? Yeah, we'll start everything over again. We'll start.
Rewind that.
Rewind.
All right. So Jabari.
Yes, sir.
It is a good day. The sun is out.
Yes, sir.
Summer's about to pop off,
sir.
and them streets go. No, I'm out there in the Bentley.
God,
brother, you can't even fake it. You can't fake it.
Sorry, man. I had a little cough in my throat, man.
Man, you better be glad I actually like you, Jabari.
I'm glad you actually like me.
This the kind of stuff right here, man. Make me want to talk about you in the barbershop.
It's black on black crime at the highest, baby.
You one of them dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine? I'm probably a topic in the barber. Do you hear Jabari?
Yo.
Jabari is cheap. Jabari don't want to lend his boy his Bentley.
Does that mean you made it? When you are a barbershop conversation, does that mean you made it? Or your life is going really bad. It could go both ways, right?
Black barbershop? Yeah, all day. Yeah, you have made it. When you hit the barbershop topic,
yeah.
I mean, because there's a million topics good brothers can talk about.
Yes, sir.
And then they're going to bring you up in my cheap behind, not giving you the keys to the ride. Yeah.
But see, I'm keeping your name on people's lips. Man. That makes you current and relevant. Because other than that, the only other time you brought up in the barbershop is, hey, y'all heard about Jabari?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what he did, man?
Dang,
man. What did he do? Yeah, exactly.
Man, I heard.
No, y'all keep my name out your mouth.
It ain't good, man.
I'm just playing. No, you know what? Here's the thing. I was always taught that whether it's good publicity or bad publicity, it is publicity. Yeah. Period.
No. I believe that.
There it is.
I believe that's the case because, well, here's the best example of all time. Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yeah.
Brother, she flipped that into a billion. She's a billionaire.
Yes, she did.
And now her whole family done got on based of that. So she turned it into more than 8 billion because her sister, so she's Chloe. What's the young one?
Talking about Kim, Chloe, and who's the other one? Oh, geez.
Courtney. Kim, Chloe.
Yeah. Kim, Chloe, and Courtney.
And then that young one came behind too,
right.
the Jenner one, Kylie.
Yeah.
They done turned it into an empire off of one slipped up tape.
Yep, one tape, which everybody said, who is it? Samore, the comedian Samore. She said, that's the laziest making love I've ever seen in my life. And she cracked. I was like, you know what? I think she's right.
You know what? I've never seen it. I
saw it. I'm not gonna front. I saw it.
Kim, that ain't a good look.
No,
Kim done been through it, man. You ever seen that reel of a dude on a jet ski and he kind of lose control and he go right into another jet ski?
Yeah.
And like goes off it on a ramp?
Right.
That's Kim and Kanye.
Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. But okay, so who's the crazy one now? Who's the crazy one? Because I mean, we thought like when those two hooked up, I'm like, that's oil and that's like dynamite and gasoline mixed together. And now it's like you don't know what to think. Because I mean, it's, you know, as great a lyricist as Kanye is, as great a producer as he is, as much as he meant to hip hop, bruh is off the rails, man. He is completely off the rails. Oh, you tell me what I think. What I'm seeing, I'm like,
I've always subscribed to the fact. You know, I've been in the military, so I've had power in the military, right? And then I've worked for Fortune 500 companies, so I've had power as El Jefe, as the boss. Mm-hmm. And one thing I've seen from people is that it's the age-old quote: absolute power corrupts absolutely. Who you are is just magnified now that you have the ability or the means. Right. You were always that person, but back then they know you. Yeah. Now you hot and you can use all of that, all your resources. People actually want to listen to what you got to say. Mm-hmm. And now you just offering up the darkest, deepest depths right. of your head, and that's what it is. I honestly think that, man. I don't think people actually get changed and corrupted. It's just they got the opportunity, they got the means now. Okay, they've always wanted to live on the wild side.
Right. Well, I was gonna say, okay, so let's give there's three examples: Diddy, R. Kelly, and Kanye. All of them, If you got all three of these cats, and they were at the top of their game 10 years ago. You know, they were all producing hits after hit, you know, everything. And then all of a sudden, it's like they all just hit a wall, and all this stuff started coming out. And now each one of them is like under a microscope going, what did we miss as a public? What did we not see? Or were they always like that? Were they always doing wild stuff and they were able to get away with it? Because let's just I'm going to give it 100 with you. There's a whole lot of record execs that have probably done some things that we'll never hear about. But since we got three brothers, unfortunately, it's one of those things where we know everything about them. Yeah. Right? And there's a whole lot of folks above them that have more money and more power and more prestige. We'll never know what they do. But we know what those three are.
I honestly agree with you, man. I know that when you're a person that gets away with something, what do you do again? You try it again, right? Then you try it again. And you kind of keep up in the ante, right? Yeah. And when those who play basketball or those who play pickup, what do we say? Heat check. Yep. You get about 2 or 3 shots going in, man, your next shot is from deep. And you know that ain't what you shoot, but you trying it. Yeah. And I think that's the exact case in these cases. It was a heat check.
I believe
because you get tired of, why am I keep shooting this little 6-foot jumper when, man, I'm hot right now. Let me hit this 12. Okay, let me hit this 20. Let me hit this 25. Let me hit
this half court.
If Curry could do it, I could do it. You know what? And I think that's what it is you see thinking of, because everyone has somebody that they came from. Well, Michael Jackson did, Prince used to. Right. And I think that's where it came from. You see a mogul and you want to be that mogul. You want to top that person until you get caught up.
Yep, man, and kaboom. God. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Fall of an empire.
Yeah, man, I know. It's nuts, man. Well, we got some more topics to talk about a little later on, so stick around with us. We're here to 10 o'clock. It's the Morning Grind on 88.7 FM, KAZI. And one of those topics we're going to talk about is how you can help jump on it. Help them do their thing, because Nick Turner, good dude, putting out a lot of positive vibes into the hood, into the city. So we're gonna talk about how you can help them out as well, because Jump On It is getting ready to happen very, very, very soon. In the meantime, let's get to the mix, y'all. Good morning, good and Dab Dub in the building. A little something we call the Morning Grind. Shout out to Simply Courtney. He's out there doing his thing, taking some time off to do some Courtney things, which could include a whole myriad of list of stuff. Happy birthday to the one and only Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls. Would have been 54 today. Ron Isley, the Isley Brothers, still doing his thing. It's his birthday today. Singer Rochelle Farrell as well, having a birthday. Rapper Max B, also birthday for Max B as well. And also the gentleman known as Mr. T, Celebrating a birthday today. I pity the fool.
Man, everybody wanted that mohawk.
Yeah, man.
You think your mom would have let you get that mohawk?
No.
She wouldn't have?
Not back in the day.
So
now,
you didn't even ask?
No. Not, well, because at the time when we saw Mr. T, like, doing his thing, he was wearing all the gold, and he was talking crazy, and yeah, he had that mohawk. Back in the day, no, man. Jan Warfield would have smacked me into another dimension walking around with my hair like that. No, sir, no.
Yeah, no chance.
No. Now I'd rock it. I wouldn't, it'd be like, okay, mom just had to be upset with her brother. But no, not back then. No, sir. That would not have been a good look. Not at all. All right, so real quick, let me get to this, man, because this has got me a little on the upset side. And I knew when I saw this anti-DEI stuff happening that at some point it would start to affect somebody that I know, somebody that I've met, somebody that I've been face to face with.
Yeah.
Right? And so the community event Jump On It Week, which is happening June 1st through the 8th, is now being affected by part of the federal cutbacks in terms of anti-DEI initiatives. Nick Turner, of course, has had Jump On It going since 1997. It's been something to give back to Austin, give back to the youth. It's a positive event happening in East Austin, as it has been. Many native Black Austinites who've called East Austin home and have participated in Jump On It. They've either participated or been a part of it or have attended it, and it's a very, very big deal. And now it looks like, and I'm taking a lot of this info from kview.com. Darrenisha Heron put this one out. Shout out to Darrenisha Heron. This is something that has gotten to the point where the funding that is needed to help Jump On It go like the whole week has gotten cut back from what I understand. Like, I think Nook had said something in the news report, like $60,000. There's a deficit of like $60,000 that's really needed to make this thing extend past the first few days. So it's going to still happen, but I think there's an issue with having it happen to the point where they used to have it, a whole week. But it is happening. And if you want more information on how you can help, I would go, there are two websites you can go to. First of all, you can go to jumponitonline.com. And I would hit the contact under menu, and you can also read the full article and see the news report on KView, KVUE, kview.com. Do a search on Jump On It. I put that in the search bar, and the report came up and all the stuff. So, Nook is a good dude, man.
Yeah,
he's I know folks that he's connected to, and he wants to do something, in the community, wants to keep that going. And this whole DEI thing was getting on my nerves, period, or the anti-DEI thing, because at some point, like I said, this is going to affect somebody that I know. It's already started to affect PBS. I've been doing work with PBS. I know folks that, I work with folks that are aligned with PBS. And so this has got to be a little ignorant. Now it's getting personal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, man, okay, yeah, I see you out there trying to do your thing, Mr. Trump. But I mean, now it's gotten personal. Now you done pissed me off. Now you pissing in my backyard. Man. So, and I got this microphone. Like Adam Sandler said, I got a microphone and you don't, so you're going to listen to everything I say. So there we go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm off my soapbox.
Nah, man, you right on it. I mean, the anti-DEI crowd always kills engagement and morale. If you think about at work, because the people who normally participate at work participate because they could be heard.
Right.
But when you know that you don't have a voice, you know what you always say? Man, I don't even care. It ain't like they gonna, right? That's what we always say. It ain't like they gonna. So who benefits from that?
Right.
Certainly not the company, certainly not the peers, because there's some great innovations, some great advancements that are made when everybody's participating, when everyone feels that they have a voice. And so I'm relating it to the listeners, to us, the small people. We not trying to put on festivals and things like that, but no, man, and that's the first place it hits me, is that, man, you're taking away voices. Yeah, people can't be heard.
Of course. If
you anti-DEI. And that's all I want to know. Yeah. And I say, people who don't want other voices in the room, low self-esteem, they want to be the only voice, right?
Yes, sir.
They don't, what it look like? You don't want nobody else to speak.
Yeah, exactly. Don't nobody want to hear you speak all the time. Let some other people speak. Shut your mouth and let somebody else stand up and say something.
One way.
Yeah.
The only voice is my voice.
Sure, exactly.
Nah,
And it would be different if he was just holding a concert. But he's trying to do something to bring the community together.
Yeah.
And East Austin has changed from 1997 until 2025. The demographic has changed. The houses have changed. The streets have changed. The people in the houses going up and down the streets has changed. So it's a lot. So I think that reaching out to the community, because we're still here. We're different in terms of our age. We're older, but we've got a whole generation of folks that really should they need to take advantage. They need to see positive things. If you don't show positive things to people, people will never see that there are positive things that are out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
When I was in high school, we had the foreign exchange student. Did you do that? You had anybody when you was in high school and whatnot?
Yeah, I did.
That's a DEI initiative.
Really?
It's diversity.
The more you know.
And so it kills that opportunity. I remember, man, one of the best runners I ever saw was this little skinny Australian kid that came over, and that boy was fast.
Right.
But I knew I didn't want him to beat me, so it made me run faster. And my whole life changed. Found out I was fast if I just actually try.
Sure.
I'm talking middle distance to long distance is what I did there.
Right.
But man, that's again, I'm just talking about my own personal situations. But we need diversity. You need new perspectives. You need it's called the spice of life.
Yes,
and
sir.
you don't get that when you got the same thing day after day. What is that? Bland.
Yes, exactly.
But we talking the spice of life, man. I want some seasoning.
Yeah.
Give me that Australian seasoning. Give me that South African seasoning. I want all that.
Yeah.
But you ain't getting that. You got
Exactly.
you got an old bland chef back there named Jeffrey.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I want a chef back there named Juan Carlo.
Exactly. Yeah. I want somebody that can, as my mama say, I want somebody who can burn.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want somebody who can burn. Let's take a quick call, see what's going on. Good morning, caller. How you doing? It's the morning grind.
Good morning, brother.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good with you?
I just wanted to throw this into the pot. DEI is an incomplete term. The term is DEIA, and what they're trying to exclude is not the diversity or the equity. What they're trying to exclude is the inclusion and the access, with what the A stands for.
Access.
Because
Really?
we're talking about people with disabilities that's also being affected.
Yes.
And excluded when they shut down these programs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I think that DEIA. Okay. All right.
To ensure that individuals with disabilities don't have barriers. That's what the accessibility, the A is for accessibility. That they have equal access to spaces, to programs, to services. I remember when this all came up, that's the first thing I thought. Oh, so veterans, because I'm a veteran.
Right.
It's like, oh, so some of my homies that's in wheelchairs. What we saying is we don't want them to have an opportunity to have a ramp. That's the first.
Exactly.
That's what I went to. Wow. I didn't even, and I'm sorry, people who look like me. I ain't think about us. I thought about them.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about.
Right. Exactly. I think one of the things that when I was watching Trump do this. Let's go. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you,
Sorry
man.
about that. I was watching the morning that that plane had crashed. I guess it. In Washington, I guess it was Ronald Reagan Airport.
Oh.
Yeah, and I saw that. And then Trump comes on and starts talking about, he brings up DEI in the middle of this thing. And it's like, wait a minute, you're talking, there are people that just lost their loved ones in one of the most tragic ways you can ever lose somebody. And that's the first thing, one of the things that come out of your mouth. It's like, wait a minute, why are you, and I think a lot of people have the idea that DEI equals black. Right?
Yep,
DEI
that's
equals
exactly it.
not only black, let me say DEI equals black and unqualified. And that is not the case.
But, Jabari, how do people that are in that administration who are of the female persuasion, how do they want to be anti-DEI? Girl, don't you know in a male-dominated profession, you don't get a look if there ain't some type of opportunity. As the brother just said, the DEIA, the accessibility of you to have. Man, come on, man.
What are we doing? What we doing? Yeah, exactly.
You ain't even thinking about it.
Yeah, it's really affecting people. And it's affecting, the news and what we hear and what you. Here's the thing, and you've got so many people. Basically, it's like, okay, you don't want to hear this. You don't want people to hear this. You want people to hear this.
Yes.
And only this.
Yes.
You want this perspective put out there, and only this perspective, and that don't fly. It ain't gonna fly. It really, really isn't, man. It's just so petty. And somebody needs to take his phone. He needs to get off Twitter, or he needs to get off the internet. Period. Somebody needs to take that cat's phone. Yeah. Oh my God.
He keeping a lot of comedians employed.
Yeah, he is.
Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel,
Stephen Colbert.
They go off the first 6-7 minutes of their monologue is his stuff.
Stephen Colbert has a field. He is eating. With this dude. Yeah. He is eating. I swear he is, man. Because his perspective is crazy on this.
They unhappy, but they ain't hating.
That's true. No, they not.
They unhappy with him, but they ain't hating on it.
They ain't hating on him too much.
Because then again, everybody else gets to listen in.
Sure.
And in agreement.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how we as a country have shown our true colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have. I see your true colors.
If you didn't know, you know now.
Oh, yeah.
Where you living and who those people are that voted for him.
Exactly. Yep.
Whether they told you they voted or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's a lot of people right now that's like, dang, man, I'm getting hit in my pocket. My mama, some of her benefits done gone away, or but now they don't want you to know that they voted.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that voted for him that's backpedaling to this day.
Exactly.
But hey, man, Jabari, I need to know. Every time you saw Latinos for Trump, blacks for Trump,
right?
What'd you think when you saw that?
You know what? I
need to know your real opinion.
Here's the thing: you cannot tell somebody anything.
Yeah.
You can yell, you can scream, you can shout it from the rooftops, you can do all of that. But when a person is personally affected by the choice that they've made,
yes, sir, then
all you can say is, "Hey, I told you so." That's it. When you make that choice, I just kind of sat back and said, "Okay, let's see how this game plays out." Because that's all you can do.
Yeah.
That is all you can do. I didn't want to get on Facebook and say, y'all are crazy for voting for him. I didn't want to say none of that. I got on and I just basically watched the fire. I just watched the fire because I knew it was going to burn. That's it. That's
crazy,
it.
man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But you know what? Here's the thing, man. People got the right to vote for who they want to vote for. But as they say, F around.
Find out.
And find out. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back, y'all. Favorites from Belle Biv and DeVoe. She eats dope. Love that, man. Love that joint. Oh, my goodness. 836 is 88.7 FM KAZI. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. My name is Jabari and Dab Dub. We are in the building. Shout out to Simply Courtney, who's out there doing Simply Courtney type things.
In the Dakotas.
In the Dakotas, too, man. What? Come on. Both
that brother got on a fur coat right now.
Yeah,
how many mooses do you think he's seen already?
Yeah, if he needs to take a selfie with a moose and send it back. That's what he needs to do.
Before 9 a.m. You don't see no moose?
A mises. I guess it's mooses, more than one.
I mean, I bet as soon as he got to North Dakota, his phone immediately went to airplane mode, just out of respect. It's like, man, you know you ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Exactly.
You ain't calling nobody from here.
Yeah. He knew we gonna be texting him. That's what it is.
He got his rental car. I bet he jumped in a rental car. It told his GPS, "Hey, I'm going to North Dakota." It said, "Are you sure?"
I said, bruh.
Because he said he gonna do South Dakota and North Dakota.
Yeah, he's doing both Dakotas. He's like, how cool is that though, man?
He hopped in. Whoever his sponsor is in North Dakota, he hopped in an Uber with him, and the Uber driver was his was his friend's cousin and dentist.
Exactly. Nice. Hopefully it's sponsored by North Face because he gonna need a jacket or something. 'Cause I think it's still a little cold up there, isn't it?
I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so real quick shout out. I want to shout out to all the family and friends of Kevin Special K. Cofield, who may he rest in peace. Brother passed away. He used to be up here at KZI. I've known Kevin for years.
Yeah.
Every time he saw me, he'd say the same 4 words. "What's up, young man?" Right, and I'm older than he is, but he would always say that. Kevin's like 6'1", 6'2", real nice dude, man. Always love to see Kevin. May he rest in peace. And shout out as well to Michelle and Kent Mason, good friends of mine, good friends of the folks in the 2-3. They are saying goodbye to one of their loved ones later on today, so I wanted to shout out to them and send some love out to them because been there, done that. I know it's tough, man. It really is. It's as we keep this train rolling, this thing called life. It keeps on pushing. Let's take a quick call. Let's see what's going on. Right?
But we know it ain't Courtney.
No, it ain't Courtney. No, because
He ain't got no signal.
he ain't got no phone. Good morning, caller. How you doing? It's the morning grind. Good morning.
Hey, what's happening? This is West Texas.
What's up?
West Texas,
West,
in the building.
baby.
West Side.
Hey, special shout out to Special K, man. For real though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a real one, dude. He really was.
Yeah, that's the Master Rock.
Yes, sir. No
That was
question.
his handle, the Master Rock.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep, Mr.
I
Cofield.
named a breakdancing group after him.
Oh, really? Nice.
But what I want to talk about is I thought we was the greatest country in the world, and I thought we were changing, like really changing. Just listen to me. I thought we were like really changing, you know, because I'm from the boondocks of West Texas, right?
Right.
And basically, we was already segregated, you know, all black team, we go play all white team. You know, eventually we stomp them in the dirt, you know, and stuff like that, you know. They wasn't talented at all. But, you know, as I moved to Austin, Texas, I was playing with the white boys.
Right.
So I was thinking that, you know, hey, this is getting better, you know. I'm just going to jump. And so, you know, here comes Barack Obama. You know, I'm like, hey, man, you know. And then I'm seeing, you know, interracial babies, white girls dating like men, Mexican men, but, you know, everybody get down, they listen to our music, they know women driving our cars, wearing our clothes.
Right.
I'm like, hey, we really, it's going down. And then, bam, Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
Yeah, it's almost as if we're reverting.
Hustler, murderer, a convict, you know, and America shows me that, man, we got a long way to go. When you put that man back in the White House, knowing all this stuff is going on, and you put that man back in the White House,
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's some scary stuff, man, because it's almost as and it is as if a lot of the stuff that all of our ancestors went through, our grandmothers, grandfathers, greats went through as well, and even folks that we went through. Because I'm not too far from the age of Ruby Bridges. Okay,
Ooh,
Ruby
yeah.
Bridges, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Ruby Bridges and I get almost in that same demo. So it hasn't been that long, and it's almost as if. We're ending up or trying to take us back there, and we that ain't happening. That is not happening.
West Texas. You said you from.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Show me how powerful white folks, you know, how they are. That's some powerful stuff, man. To put Donald Trump back in that White House like that, come on. It was too much going on, you know. With him, and this is America, man. I mean, I just think that's all.
Yeah.
But like I say, a change is gonna come though. So you guys be good. God bless you.
Yes, sir. God bless, man. Thanks for checking in.
Dang, I had some questions. He said he was from the boondocks in West Texas.
Right.
I done drove through there. For those who's
really?
listening from around the world, I was just kind of curious if tell me if any of these sound familiar about West Texas.
All right.
You've been over there a few times.
Okay. You gonna bring up
right?
Yoakum again?
No. In West Texas, the wind doesn't blow. It just shows up angry every day. You know you're in West Texas when the local news starts with football scores and ends with a rattlesnake sighting. You know in West Texas you're in traffic when you are stuck behind a tractor for 12 miles and you're still late to church.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was in a boondock, not just West Texas, like the boondocks.
Boondocks, yeah.
So,
them roads are one's going in and one's going out. Them two lane roads, one on one side.
I used to be in the oil business when I lived in Houston.
Right.
And every time they told me I had to go somewhere that was not in Houston, or the outskirts of Houston.
Yeah.
And then they sent me to West Texas. I said, oh, y'all, let me just say, I didn't stay at that job for long.
Right.
And I could tell then, oh, y'all don't like me.
You thought they was mad at you.
It got to be personal.
Send the new boy out.
You ask somebody in West Texas for directions, and they always say, well, you drive 50 miles past the cactus that look like a cowboy waving. Right. Like, that's an actual landmark. But nah, man. Get me out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm ready to go.
Right. Oh no, that's got to be crazy. Were you really out there doing that?
Right. Okay, so the money was good. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I had to go on site. So what I used to do is I used to be a project manager for the gentleman that inspected the drilling tools.
Right.
And so I would go out and I would submit the report. My guys would go and inspect it. I get the information from my guys, and I submit the report to the company, because the company's like, yo, I want to buy this drilling equipment. Well, don't nobody just take drilling equipment that they want to sell and like take it back to the house. Right, I mean, it stays on site. It's where they're like, okay, we've had this for 2 years. The life expectancy is 4 years, but we don't want to use it anymore because if it breaks, we stuck with it. So let's sell it right now and get what we can from it. Wow. So they would call in me and my peoples. We would appraise it so they could sell it to somebody else.
Okay.
But yeah, man, they needed me to come out on sites.
Nice.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah,
it wasn't fun. I mean, get me back to Houston. Yeah. Let me know with some equipment coming back to Houston. I'm all on that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
So I traded up. I left there and I went to Los Angeles.
Right.
So no complaints.
So you went from one huge city to another extremely huge city.
And then I started that dancing for real.
There you go.
Remember I told you I used to be in that dance crew. Mm-hmm. Joined the dance crew when I got to L.A. Man, that L.A. dance scene for Latin dance.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
Bruh.
That's crazy. Now here's the thing. While we're on the subject of that, from what I understand, in the Olympics, breakdancing is supposed to be. It's not. They're not going to do something in LA, even though LA is partially responsible for it. Something like that in the Olympics.
What?
Or an Olympic team is not going to be part of the breakdancing crew in the upcoming Olympics. Or am I wrong about that?
No,
because I had heard something about that it was possibly going to be that. It wasn't going to, or the Olympics weren't going to be in LA because of that, or something crazy.
Oh yeah. I do see that.
Okay.
The 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles will not include breakdancing.
Right.
And boxing status is uncertain due to organizational issues. Okay. All right. Yo. Wow, man, that's a big loss.
It's a big loss because I mean, part of hip hop started in LA. Of course, it started in New York. New York is home base for hip hop and rap. But LA picked up a lot of that stuff. Dr. Dre's biggest influences were guys like Public Enemy and EPMD and folks like that. So that's crazy. I don't get that. Yeah.
And what if we don't get boxing, yo?
Why not boxing?
Like,
what's wrong with boxing?
There's no Sugar Ray Leonard. There's no Muhammad Ali. Like we need to get the next superstar that gets that opportunity.
Right. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, why not box? I mean, there's got to be some places where they can have it.
Yes.
Come on, man. This is Los Angeles. It's like you could throw a rock at a building, a 30,000 square foot building without a problem. But I don't understand why they're not going to put boxing. It's got to be. It sounds like something political. Man. It's gotta be.
They're saying that they don't have, according to NBC Chicago, they need a new governing body. If they get a new governing body, right now they can't find one.
Right.
Boxing will not be included in the Olympic program unless they can get a new governing body. Because it used to be the International Boxing Association.
Right.
That had it, the
They
IBA.
had the IBA, you're right.
Now the Irritable. Wait, no,
Irritable-
sorry. It was international. My bad. I just told you what it was.
You were
but
getting ready to
something
go
else
there.
popped
Oh
in
my
head.
gosh. You getting ready to go there, son.
Hey,
Yo.
while I'm going there,
Go there.
I want
Come on.
to get ignorant
All
just
right.
for a quick second.
Get black. You
Brother,
get black. Go on.
what? It's funny you say that because I want to challenge your blackness, Jabari. Right here on the radio, I'm throwing down the wave cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing black on black crime.
Listen,
mid-level.
I
Come
want to
on.
ask you a few things.
All right.
And if you do get this right, you get to keep your card.
Okay.
But if you get this wrong, we taking it.
Okay, let me pull out my wallet and pull my black card out just to make sure, unless I got to retire this thing.
All
All
right.
right, come on with it. Come on
I
with
want
it.
you to tell me
All right.
what are the top 5 most rewatchable TV series with lead black stars?
The top 5 most
Top
watchable.
5.
The top 5 most watchable lead series.
Yeah,
talking
you
about
heard
like
it.
old
See, that's
school?
when they know. When they repeat the question a couple times, they need more time.
Yeah, I mean,
I know you grew up watching Gidget, but we ain't talking about that.
See, you know what? I'm glad I ain't got nothing to throw at you,
We ain't
man.
talking about Gidget right
I ain't
now.
got nothing to throw at you.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, Gilligan, Al looking.
See, you know what? You know what? And see, here comes
Oh, Andy
Terrence
Griffith
from Grown Man
whistling.
Game with his crazy stuff. And I did. This
Oh,
is two.
Marsha Brady.
This is 2 against 1, man.
Somebody's black card.
He is,
you
brother.
know who get you this.
Brother, no, man.
Hey.
Okay, all right. So
Oh,
Cosby Show.
flying, none loving. Okay,
See,
I'm about.
you know
Sorry,
what?
you ready?
Yeah, okay.
I was stalling for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Cosby Show,
In the top 5.
in the top 5, like present day or just period.
Period.
Okay, living single.
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, not the top 5.
Okay, it's not.
So
in the
that's
top 5.
2 in the not in the
Two
top
not in the
5.
top 5. Okay. With all black cast or just black
lead-
folk. Period.
lead characters.
Oh Jesus. Different world.
Nope, not in the top 5.
Ah.
Jabari, let's go and get the wallet back out because we about to snatch that
Okay.
joint.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
This has been skewed with streaming and where we are nowadays.
exactly.
See, you're caught in a time warp.
Right. I
You're
am.
realizing what they meant. I didn't ask you what they meant, and so the amount of the streams,
Okay,
the
okay.
views, that's what it is, and that's why I asked you this because it's hard.
Okay, yeah.
Because of that.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you the top 5, and
Okay.
then you're gonna be
Is
like,
Martin one of
dang.
them?
Yeah, I was gonna
Martin's number 2.
Wow.
Number 1, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Really?
Because it was NBC and that took on everything.
Okay.
That had hip hop. That had everybody.
That had everything.
Even white people was watching it. Now, white people watched the Cosby Show.
Yeah, they
But
did.
that took everything. That was the start.
Okay.
Like he brought a whole genre with
Okay,
him.
quick questions now. Are you talking about Bel Air or are you talking about the Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, got
Yes,
it.
sir. Then number 2 was Martin.
Okay.
Grown Man Game got that one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. he
Number
did.
3. Now this one's gonna get you.
Okay.
But this tells you about where we are. Insecure.
What?
But it's a rate.
With
Yeah.
the one with right.
Yes.
Oh, see, and I've
Yes.
never seen that. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen
Y'all
it.
ain't interested
I'm
in
surprised you-
dating in LA. That's what it's about.
Exactly. And Terrence, I'm surprised you haven't seen
Why
it.
is that?
Because you grown man game.
I mean, but that's a woman show.
that's true. But I mean,
but it was. I think that's why it was popular, though. Apparently, it was relatable. It was
Okay.
modern. It was stylish.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can
So
see
that was 3.
Okay. All right.
Number 4, Scandal with Kerry Washington.
Come on, man.
Olivia
Empire had more black people
This is
watching
true.
than
Olivia
Scandal.
Pope.
Yeah.
And I didn't like
Hey,
Empire.
Empire
Right.
did not get. It's got to get everybody.
So Empire is
Everybody
not on
to
the list.
watch it.
Empire's not on the list.
Scandal
Not just for the
had more
culture.
people
This is
than
not just for the
Empire?
culture.
Really?
This is
Okay, wait a minute.
You got to get Jeffrey. No pun to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right.
And you got to get Morgan to watch. Morgan ain't watching Empire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These are
This is black shows.
I was gonna say how many black folks is on Scandal.
And then number 5 of
Okay.
the top 5,
All right.
because I did the top 10, but the top 5 or number 5 was Blackish.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's a good show.
Yeah.
And if we're doing modern, that's like the modern day Martin.
Smart,
Yes,
funny,
yes,
yes.
culturally relevant.
Most definitely.
Now, I'll go a little further though,
Okay.
and finish out the top 10. Number
Okay.
6 was Everybody Hates Chris.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Over living single.
But remember,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was on Fox, right?
Yep.
So see,
yeah.
So now you got that appeal.
Okay.
You
So
get
was
those
Living
eyes
Single?
watching.
That's true. That's true. Living Single was on Fox.
Guys, let it go.
Okay.
There was
Living
too much
Single, New York
empowerment.
Undercover. Yeah,
with
I'm
Living
time
Single.
warping it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm
Power. So see,
Wow.
I know where you was going, but it's power because you were going Empire, but power.
yeah,
That crime drama, high stakes emotion.
yeah.
Viewers often rewatch it. Girlfriends. And I
never saw
think that's where y'all messed up though,
Yeah, I never
because
saw
you were saying Living Single,
Yeah.
but I thought that's what y'all was trying to get that Tracy Ellis Ross. So she got 2 in the top 10. She got Blackish and
And
she got Girlfriends.
Right. Yeah.
Next, The Boondocks.
Get that.
And you know that
Boondocks.
that jumped the shark. Like it,
Boondocks was ribs
everybody
and
was-
barbecue black. This potato salad black.
Yup, yup.
It was 11:59 p.m.
Dax
black.
hair pony.
yo,
Sugar in the Kool-Aid.
Yes, it's
and
a
you're
whole
still
bag of
getting
chicken.
memes. You getting those
Right.
reels with oh man, what was Cat Williams' character?
Oh my goodness. Oh, you got me.
Slick back.
Yeah,
Slick back. Yeah.
exactly. Still getting played. And number 10,
Okay.
Atlanta, Donald Glover.
Really? ATL.
I
Yep.
felt like that's like more of a white people show.
See, that's what I'm
Really?
talking about, though.
Really?
Where Courtney's at. You need the North Dakotas, the South Dakotas, the Iowas, the Idahos. Those views count. Terrence.
Man, you said this is
All views matter,
so
Terrence.
this
All
is
views
top
matter.
10 black shows courting the white people.
Overall.
Okay.
I didn't say for the culture.
Okay,
See,
okay.
this was hard. This was
Okay,
supposed
right.
to. I didn't want Jabari to win.
Right.
This was a setup.
Right. You
never want
You-
me to
win.
Hey,
No,
in Rocky's woman's voice, you can't win. Remember she yelled that to him.
Yeah, she did. Yes, she did.
Atlanta
You can't
is a
win.
white, it's a white people. Childish Gambino is a white person hero. Okay.
He
I'm
the white person's Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, basically, you know.
Funny.
And it's true, man. It's true.
Yeah.
You who got more? I guarantee you, Childish got more white fans than black fans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, when was the last time you heard "This Is America" on
Brother,
the East Side?
no, you ain't even got to know about his music. Just check out his fashion and how he be showing up to stuff.
Oh, my
And you could
goodness.
tell who the majority of it is.
Oh, yeah.
He had a.
Ain't no sister let them out the house like that.
I know. The last one he had on an oversized members only jacket,
Right.
With a V-neck that dived all the way down to his belly button. So it's more than a V-neck. That's a V.
V-neck.
V. That's how deep it was plunging all the way down. Come on, brother. We ain't gotta see all that.
V-neck.
Ah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. All right, man. Let's take. I enjoyed that, man.
Okay, good,
I'm
good.
gonna let you punish me a little bit later. Let's take a little break. Basically, it's here. We don't even need to wait till the weekend. Now, as far as you know what I'm saying, like forget. Oh, it's unofficial. No, it is official. It's hot. It is hot, and it's gonna be hot all the way through the weekend. 90s, basically high 90s, all the way up until Can't wait. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's cook. Like
The
Bars
views
just
and
said. Let me
opinions
cook.
regarding the weather do not
It is-
reflect how the rest of us here in Texas feel.
Man, I'm telling you now. He was telling you that it's crazy. So, yeah, it's just hot, bro. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like that. So we just have to
All right.
prepare yourself for it and hydrate.
I'm gonna still be outside though.
You're gonna be outside. Oh yeah, we all gonna be outside. We just gonna be sweating like
Yeah,
like we just.
still gonna be in the streets.
Oh yeah, man. We're gonna be outside, but it's definitely gonna be a little warm. It's gonna be a little warm. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. You know,
All right.
I'm better than a dude over in China.
Oh, okay. A particular dude in China.
A man in North China sued his wife after she gave birth to an unattractive baby, claiming she had hidden her extensive history of plastic surgeries before their marriage. His name is Fiang Zhan,
Right.
and he was shocked to discover that his wife she's undergone $100,000 worth of cosmetic procedures prior to their relationship.
Wow.
Information she never disclosed. And man, you got to see the side by side picture of what she used to look like and what she now look like.
Right.
And they don't look right. So he felt as even. He took the case to court.
Really?
Yeah, accusing his wife of marrying him under false pretenses.
Come on. Okay, so since his face wasn't the face that that was original. She got a different face,
Yes.
not an original face, and he's claiming false on that one.
Yes, sir. So, Judge Jabari, I need to know how you are gonna foul in this case. What do you say? You're gonna give it to the plaintiff or the defendant?
Yeah, good question.
In the Jabari court of law.
In the Jabari court of law, now if you went out and got plastic surgery,
Right.
and you changed your face, but what does that have to do with the baby though?
Well,
That's what I want to know.
here's why.
All right.
The baby came out, and the baby was ugly. I'm just gonna say.
Oh, come on, what?
It was a baby girl, and it seemed very
Hey.
different. So then he was like, "Oh, she cheated," but
Right.
DNA test confirmed that he was the biological father, and so because of that, he said, "Well, we going to court," and that's why.
Okay, so how old is this child?
Oh, she about 2 or 3 now.
Oh, she's 2 or 3 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she still ugly though?
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. That's really
because they
that's
can't do
really-
no work on the baby yet. You know, they
No,
you
of
gotta
course
wait.
not.
Even in China, they'll wait.
No, man, they better not get plastic
They'll
surgery on
wait.
that child.
Well, here's the weird thing.
Right.
The judge over in China, the judge ruled in Feng's favor, ordering his wife to pay $120,000 in compensation. Can you believe that?
Oh, based on what?
False pretenses.
Really?
Yeah, man. You
Come
gotta
on,
you gotta
son.
let him know. Hey, so here's the thing. I ain't got DNA, so your baby gonna be ugly.
Come on.
But you
man.
still got me. But you gonna have an ugly baby. But you got me.
Man, that is so wrong.
But your baby gonna
That
be
is
ugly.
so wrong.
Because that's how I used to look. But don't worry, maybe one day we could afford to
It'll
get the
change.
baby something. You
Come
know,
on.
for their birthday, we get their lips done. For the next birthday, we get their nose done. You know, we'll stack it up like that.
But see, half of that quote, half of that ugly is on him too.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently he thinks she cheated.
But ugly and ugly don't make, like, he thought his ugly with her pretty, you know, I mean, he's
That'd be all right.
average.
No.
But his average with her pretty would come out decent. But nah, bro, you ain't. I can't take mine and take yours and end up with less.
Yeah, well, this is true.
What is
This
it?
is
2
true.
negatives? If I got negative and you got negative, that ain't turning into a
Right,
positive.
right.
This ain't that kind of math. That
See-
math ain't math.
Right.
This is what's happening.
Right. That's great. Okay, so here's why I disagree with that. Other
Okay.
than the fact that it makes absolutely no sense. If you saw my daughter when she was age 2, I'd say maybe 2 to 3, she looked more like her mom.
Right.
Her skin was a little lighter. Her hair was more like my grandma. My grandmother had like straight black hair.
Oh.
And my grandmother, she looked a lot like my grandmother and looked a little bit more like her mom when she was in that 2 to 3 range. Now when you see her, she's me.
Oh.
Okay, she is chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. She's and her hair's a little kinkier than it was.
Yeah.
So she's changed than what and you know, she's 10 now. So
Right.
in that 7 years she's changed. So who to say that this baby ain't gonna change into what they think?
Look at you, Jabari.
What he may
You all
think is
positive
well,
for Feng Jung.
No, I'm gonna slap him in the back of his head is what I like.
So you're saying it's the ugly duckling, like baby might blossom.
You know what, man?
He ain't got patience like you, Jabari.
No, he ain't got patience. Like,
They are impatient over in China.
yeah, well, I
It's
guess.
my money.
I don't know. I've never
I
been to
want
China.
it now.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a pretty baby now.
Okay.
I gotta go through 7 years of either not posting my baby pictures on Facebook and social media, or posting them on social media and all my boys laughing at me
Son,
because
that
they
is
kids look
scary.
better.
That is scary.
So
That's still scary.
I need my money. Run that 120,000.
See, but that you could get the money and save for college or something.
He's spending that.
Yeah, he better not
He
spend
don't
that.
want nothing to do with that ugly baby.
See, that's just wrong. It would be different if the baby wasn't his,
well,
like biologically.
at this point, he kind of asking that. I'm sure they got divorced after that.
Sure, but DNA,
And-
DNA said it was.
Oh yeah,
it was his.
Oh, it's definitely
Oh,
his.
and now he done. He's
What?
done. He's done.
Jabari.
He's done.
Okay.
He's cooked,
so
son.
Jabari,
He's
since
through.
you are, I want to, we're going to call you on this, Jabari.
All right, call me.
I want
Call
you,
me.
I want you to be an equal opportunity dater like this then.
Okay.
Because I'm a hater, but you're gonna be an equal opportunity dater, and I want you to start giving these ugly ladies a chance. 512-836-2887.
Hey, man.
If you ugly,
Hey.
call up and let's see if Jabari will give you a date.
Now, how am I
because
supposed to see them through
Jabari
the
is saying. Dude, all you ladies who got faces for the radio,
Boy,
maybe you got a good voice.
Yeah,
Call up and maybe y'all can get a little date with Jabari, because clearly he out here equal opportunity dating and he don't care. But the rest of us are shallow and we want a pretty baby.
Yes,
We
you
want good looking babies. Jabari,
You are so
hey,
wrong.
you gonna get somebody a date? Come on, Jabari.
Not through the phone. What am I supposed to see through the phone?
It don't matter. You just said it don't matter, right?
No, it does matter. You know what?
Maybe they got a good heart.
Well, you lucky I done drank my coffee. I sure would I would splash it on you right about now. Oh my
Jabari,
God.
I think that would be cool, man.
Yeah.
Yo, that'd be some good content for KZI, bro.
That would be some excellent content for
So
kids.
we can have the ugly contest.
The
The uglier the better, and they get one date with,
The ugly date
with
contest?
Jabari Warfield. Because you be getting, you be getting, you Navajos straight trying to creep you in the TP. They,
you know what?
with your little jazz show, hey,
And Jazz will get them too.
Jabari, there's a lot of ladies that be hot and bobbing thanks to Jabari Warfield.
That Jazz will get you.
So
Jazz
hook
will
one up. Maybe she's a long time listener.
Hey man, if Reno want to cut a brother a check, then cool. Then
There it is. Oh yeah. So
can
you
talk
saying
about
there's
that.
a chance?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm about to blow Reno's phone up for the rest of the day.
Man, give that brother 72 hours, man, because he got things to handle.
Yo,
he got
yes, he is about to. These next 3-4 days, his hair gonna fall out.
yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm sorry, Reno. It'll grow back. Maybe.
Yeah, it will. Yeah,
but
it will.
nah, man,
It's gonna be massive.
he earning that money.
Yeah,
these next 72 to 96 hours.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's about to earn that.
Yeah, most
In
definitely.
this heat too.
I know. Man.
loud.
Come on. Ooh.
So Jabari,
Okay.
help me with this.
All right. Talk to me.
When you invite somebody somewhere, we gonna keep it ebony and ivory, all right? We gonna talk ebony and ivory.
And ivory.
So for the ivory
together
folk,
and
we gonna start with them. I ain't gonna go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with the ivory. When they get invited somewhere, do you know how they say that they don't want to go? Oh yeah? Well, who else going? That's how they say it. But Jabari, when ebony people get invited somewhere and they don't even really go, how they say it, Jabari?
Who all gonna be there?
Who are gonna
Who's
be
pulling
there?
up?
So
Who's
Jabari,
pulling up?
we're all speaking the same language. We just saying it different.
Sure.
But Jabari, if I'm the person who's inviting you,
Right.
and you give me that who all gonna be there, bruh, what if in that moment I just realize, oh wait a minute, he just ebonied me with his.
It just
he
got
don't,
you. It just
he
got
don't
you.
really want to go.
It just got you.
Should I be mad at you, Jabari?
No.
Or should I be hurt?
Not in this case.
Why?
Because you and I know the same people. Just about.
Oh,
You and I
see
know
what
the
he did
same-
there.
Yeah.
See what you did there.
See.
No, Jabari.
Why?
I want to know why your first answer was yes.
No, I'm gonna be like, who all gonna be there? Are you inviting?
It don't matter. I'm gonna be there, and my activities.
But I'm trying to figure out who else is gonna be there.
Why,
Because I'm curious.
Jabari?
I'm curious. I want to know who else gonna be there.
That's important.
No, it ain't.
That is
Yeah,
important.
Fellas.
it is.
What matters is the event. You there for the event.
I'm there for you.
There it is.
And you
Terrence.
gonna be preoccupied with other people. Terrence Terry Grown Man Game Wednesdays 1 to 4. And you gonna be preoccupied. If you know everybody,
Right.
and I don't know nobody.
But he said we all know the same people.
Just about. Well, I mean, as far as like the radio station,
Yeah.
of course. Let's say for instance, you invite,
Oh no,
Terrence,
Jabari.
nope.
I wouldn't invite everybody.
Nope.
And dang, you had to start with the person I actually wouldn't invite. Who's right there on the mic? Like this is real awkward.
Oh,
right
come
now
on,
in
man.
The studio.
Man,
Come on,
See,
man.
Jabari, it got awkward.
hate is
Don't you see
real.
how my body language changed when he walk in? How I always slide my phone a little closer to me.
Man, now I'm realizing,
What?
now I'm realizing some things about myself in our relationship
do you,
now.
you feel the hate?
Right.
Well, just like I realized, Jabari ain't down for Jaboy as much because he said who all gonna be there when he should just be like, yeah, man, I'm coming through for sure.
what we
What he
asked.
should have said is for sure.
That's what. No, I didn't say I wasn't gonna be there. I'm just saying
Who gonna make the
else-
potato salad?
Thank you. Who bringing
Well,
the food?
again, if they say, oh yeah, well, who all's going? You don't want them to make the potato salad though. No, you don't want that
That's
person. You want
true.
the person that answered like Jabari, who all gonna be
Who
there.
all gonna
You
be
know,
there?
because there's always that one person who gonna mess it all up at the function.
Sure.
Uncle Leroy gonna be there? Nah.
Yeah, see, there's some folks. That's the thing.
I
Thank
ain't
you.
coming.
See, there's some folks. I'm coming there for you.
Right.
Right. But there's some folk that I may not want to deal with.
Right.
about
Billy
now.
Jack gonna be there?
Okay. Okay. Like, let's say, for
Jabari.
instance, if you invited my sister right about now, if you
Right.
said, "Oh, your sister's gonna be," I'd be like, "No."
It's a setup.
See, that's what I'm
Jabari
talking
there,
about.
and then
That's
all of
my
a sudden,
point.
it's like an intervention, right?
My point is
all of a sudden
proved.
she walk in and look at it. He's just like, nah, man, I'm out. I'm out.
Exactly.
Deuces.
I will Michael Jackson moonwalk, Billy
we
Jean,
are-
all up.
Peace in
through
the
there.
Middle East.
Out.
I'm out.
We all got people who we don't want to see. Like,
I'm
he gonna be there?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't going.
So I agree with you.
Okay.
I was just giving you a hard time, but I agree with you because so here's the things that we got. An event is just the setting.
Okay. Yes.
The energy, the conversation, the connection all come from the people. Am I right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So you could be in a good setting where it done gone wrong
Right.
because you got the wrong people out there.
Yes, sir.
But back to the other point, because I'm done being on your side, Jabari, because I'm here for the drama.
Boy.
I got time today. Jabari,
What in the?
what's wrong with my people? Because at this point, you think I'm gonna invite, some people that might have their own show on what time it come on Wednesday?
Wednesday is 1 to 4, Grown Man Game Radio.
Yeah.
Bringing
Yeah.
fun back to what it means to be a man.
There you go.
So
And I'm trying to have a good time and have fun. I'm not trying to kick it with Uncle Charlie and Billy Jack.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
What's going on, player? How you doing? What's happening?
Come here, girl. Give me a hug.
man.
Where my hug, girl? Where my
in
hug?
the church socks
Pass
with,
me.
with his loafers on and them linen shorts.
Pass me a black and mild.
Man.
Oh man.
Is that that ripple?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I want to go
Exactly.
back,
I
man.
went
I'm like the flip of a coin.
All
So
right.
this time I'm back on Jabari's side.
Okay,
So
thank
say at this event we networking,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and that's why Jabari wants to know.
Right.
So he knows how to arrive. Bringing business cards. What's the vibe, right? So if we're gonna be networking, you could share some laughs. There's gonna be some deep talks. Like what to expect from the
Right.
people who are there.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yes.
for example, you invited me to a Kappa event. I'm like,
Right.
it's going to be nothing but Kappas there. Twirling their
No.
canes
What?
and-
No. If the Kappas is there, them ladies is there. Hey.
But
You know the ladies show up. They want to see that shimmy.
but my type of ladies, that's the bougie ladies. That's them sorority chicks.
What's
that's
wrong
them
with that?
AKA.
Well, here's what I can tell you though.
I hate on
Tell
AKA.
me this ain't true.
Why you
Tell me this
hating
ain't true.
on AKAs?
How many of them really pretty girls they attend? But some of the girls in that team is about sevens. They're surrounded by some sevens and some eights. Them 7 and the 8s is gonna be at the spot too. You ain't gotta approach the 10. See, you like Jabari. See, Jabari was like, oh, the cuteness doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't have to be a pretty baby. But he didn't correct you when you was talking about the dime pieces. Jabari want the dime pieces to show up. Am I right,
Of course I want the
Jabari?
dime pieces to show up. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you don't have to be, but yeah, it'd be, yeah, cool. Come through. Pull up. Let's go.
Man.
Just
Come
give
on.
because you want the DEIA. You want
I want the access.
you want the
I want the
diversity.
A. I want the
Just
access.
in case. Today I'm feeling like I need to have a dime piece.
Access. What?
Where the dimes at? Today's a dime day.
Hey, man, if it's gonna be Kappas there, it's gonna be AKAs there.
Right.
I'm scared. I don't like AKAs.
Right.
Why?
I'm scared of. I'm gonna tell you why.
Really? My aunt's
I'ma
an
tell
AKA.
you
I'ma
why.
tell you,
Yo,
son.
who's
I'ma
an
tell you,
AKA?
My aunt is an AKA.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. That she'll agree to this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Auntie, close your ears.
No,
Go
let
ahead.
her listen. Let her
That was
listen.
something else.
You know, 30 years ago.
Wow, when Do the Right Thing came out,
Hey man, don't do that to me.
School days?
You know, a long time
Yes.
ago. You know, I say gamma, you say punk.
Gamma, punk.
Gamma.
Punk.
Anyway,
Yeah,
but so look. In college, freshman year, I'll never forget this.
Okay.
AKA, there was this AKA passing out the flyer,
Right.
on the campus to all the people to the AKA party,
this
right?
is going.
So I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, You didn't pass me a flyer for your party. And you know what she said? I know.
Oh, wow. No, man. No, man. No.
Ski wee.
No, just Terrence. Hold on, Terrence. Hold on. On behalf of the ladies of 1908, let me explain what had happened.
Okay.
What had happened was
Man, this better be good.
You was so Similac. How much did you weigh in? Oh, 120 pound, 25 pound freshman.
Yeah.
Your book bag looked like you about to fall over with the wrong breeze. They needed. What did he say? Who all gonna be
Who all
there?
gonna be there?
You swearing off that too. And so we wanted to make sure who's in the spot. You want to have, because when people say who all gonna be there, you ain't saying, oh, skinny backpack, hunchback, camel looking Terrence the freshman.
You know, and that gives her permission to treat me with a disrespect that's lasted a lifetime.
No, look, Terrence.
What did y'all both do when she said I know? Ooh,
I was like, that hurt. That hurt me. And then
I know,
he said to me,
took a brother back. Took a brother back.
Right.
man.
I felt like I had the Gumby and I was standing there right next to you, laughing right then.
Man, listen. If a woman could say something 30 years ago to motivate you and make you feel good about yourself, and that's valid, she could say something horrible. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's a punch to the gut, man. That's real.
Okay, Terrence, I'm gonna just Terrence. No, man. This will be therapeutic for you.
No,
we need this. Okay. Terrence, I need you to know, it wasn't about you. It wasn't you. It was her.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you know what?
She had a job to do. You don't know where she ranked in the hierarchy of AKA-dom. And they said, go out there and all them fine dudes, find all the football players, find some dudes make sure you get at them, because everybody, you needed the in crowd to be there. She knew when she looked at you that you were a go-getter. Look at you got your own show to come on Wednesday.
Wow.
And she knew you was going to find a way.
Later, I was gonna volunteer at KZ.
No kind of barrier. You was going to find your way. You was going to make it. You was going to be you was going to be in the spot. She knew you was going to show up.
Look, man. AKAs. If Kamala wasn't the AKA, she'd be president right now.
Oh, see, that's some hate.
They held that against them.
That's some hate.
Hey, them AKAs are trailblazers. Literally,
They
were the first historically black sorority.
Right.
Trailblazers,
and they were the first. That was the first sorority to diss me.
You gotta be careful. They ain't gonna be the last sorority to diss you.
And the Deltas, I'm scared of them because they too business oriented.
Oh, yeah, they about that business.
Listen, I don't need no man. I got check stubs and a.
They throw up that dynasty sign.
Yeah.
What did Kanye said? He had that girl. She Delta, so she been throwing that dynasty sign. She knew that. Right. But they about that business.
And Jabbar, who in your family was AK?
My aunt Martha, who's still around, thank God.
No way.
She is an AKA, and she's
exactly, and she know I'm right.
but she's good people, man. Trust me.
Unless you a freshman.
Well, if you're a freshman and you come in her house talking stuff, yes,
Aunt Martha call up. Aunt Martha call up. If she could call up and she could say, no, I was nice to the freshmen.
My Aunt Marty didn't play. She don't play. That's for sure.
Hey, Terrence.
Yes.
Let's be honest, bro. I appreciate you giving us that, but let's go back to the fit that day.
Man,
was the shoes dusty?
That's
true.
Let me tell you something.
Come on, Terrence.
Give me the fit. Give me the fit. We'll take a break.
Hang on. Let me tell you something, okay? They thought I was a football player until they found out I wasn't, because I was a big dude.
Did they think you were a freshman?
They thought I was a football player.
Really?
Doesn't matter. They thought I played for UT, and when they found out, let me tell you something. Okay. I met this woman. They thought I was a football player. I went to the dorm room. I walked in. It was 4 women in the room, right? And they walked in and said, "You ain't no football player." And they all left. All 4 AKAs. I could keep going, but we got to go to a break.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. Yeah, we got.
You pulled it up out me, Dapper.
That's true. Yeah, we got.
Hey, so Jabbar.
Yeah.
Before you say it, I want to say it for you.
Okay.
We got to go to sponsors. So we out. Like Terrence was at the party entrance.
Okay, y'all just you
can't even get in. How you hating from outside the club?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna hate me outside the club, not in the club, but outside. Oh boy, the black on black crime is so real. 8.7 FM KAZI, Lisa and Cold Jam. Let the beat hit them. Cold Jam is back out, by the way, just so you know. Mike Hughes and Alex Spanador Mosley are back with a new singer named Mystina Soul. I've had a chance to talk with Mike, chat with Mike a few times about what's going on. So if you're a Cold Jam fan, an 80s baby like myself, Cold Jam is still out there doing their thing. So look out for them. It is 9:38, 88.7 FM KAZI. My name is Jabari, and coming up later on tonight, you will be able to check out my man Greg Ricard. He's got Let's Cool One from 7 to 10. And, of course, coming up in just a few minutes is the professor with the old school, the academic advisor to the new. So hang out for that. Some good stuff from 10 to noon. And at 1 o'clock, a little later on today, there's this show that puts fun back in what it means to be a man. And it is called
Grown Man Game Radio
with your host
Terrence Terry right here, yours truly.
He's coming in there cutting up with us. Man. We appreciate it.
Just hanging out, man. You know, I mean, what do I need sleep for or rest for? You know, let's just hang out with y'all, and I'm going to hang out with the professor and hang out that did up and do my shit.
You can sleep when you dead.
Sleep when you dead, like Jay-Z.
Right. Nah, I'm not going to hang out with the professor because he's too cool for me.
Nah, man, that brother make you look bad.
Right.
There's cool than it's you.
Yeah.
So he come on, he's all smooth.
Right.
And that microphone, you'll come on, your voice will break. So I was saying, dang, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened there. So he's always smooth.
That brother freeze ice cream.
Man.
He's a bad dude.
He walk in here and they cut the air conditioner off.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how hating is good.
It is.
And I hate that, man. I hate anybody who's better than me.
I thought I was the beast from the east, but Douglas the professor is just a little further north. And he's a little more beastly.
Yes, sir.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I thought they screamed my name. Matter of fact, he took my name, even though he was born before me. Walked up in here, I was like, Doug in the house, Doug in the house, and they were like, "Oh, we already got one of those." Yeah. What? All right, I'll change my name.
When I met him, I'm like, "Oh, you're the professor?"
I know.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was happening a little too often.
He was like,
"Hey, do we keep hating on the professor?"
No, I'm not with that professor. No.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. Real gangsters move in silence.
I know. Yeah, we need to let that go.
Don't leave the professor alone.
We gonna walk out of here. We gonna walk out of here some old school players and some Kango hats with a toothpick. And we're hey, Douglas told us we need to have a talk with you.
And before we go any further, I think I would be remiss if I did not say this. Okay. It was me exclusively hating on AKAs.
Yes.
Yes, it was not Doug or the other Doug, and it definitely was not Jabari Warfield.
No, it wasn't.
It was definitely not Jabari Warfield because somebody got a call.
I did. I got a call.
He got a call and his face turned white. His cheeks then turned flushed red.
The AKAs went off.
And then he broke eye contact with us. Did you notice that? His eyes went straight to the keyboard, and because somebody had him in check.
And for people who don't know, we have a bat phone. It's like for all the important people, and they would call on the bat phone. Not
exactly. Yeah, they would call on the bat phone. The views and opinions of these brothers over here are theirs themselves. Shout out to.
I thought I had quitted myself. Nice.
I think you did.
Jabari was like, I understand. That was not me. Yeah.
Hey, man.
No.
What did he say? That was other people.
Right.
It was OPP, other people's opinions.
He said pinions.
Shout out to Sheila Jackson Lee. Shout out to Wilhelmina Delco. Shout out to my Aunt Martha. Shout out to Linda Lewis. Ski Weed. There we go.
I had flashbacks.
I've done it.
He about to name all the founders of the AKAs.
Hey man, I got to give them their love, man. I really, really do. Okay, let's go to the phone real quick before we check out of here. Good morning, caller. How are you?
I am well. Happy Wednesday.
Yo.
Beast from the East. Hit it.
What's up?
DL, how you doing, sis?
I'm doing well. I started not to call in because y'all talking about having all the ugly women call in. I'm like,
you know what?
You know what? Now that you say it, that might have backfired. Maybe that's why nobody wanted to call.
Exactly.
Because we didn't cut the line and be like, okay, now we're done with ugly girls calling in to try to get a date with Jabbar. We'll take everybody this time. Yeah, we messed that up.
What you got?
I gotta go through. Go for it, baby.
What you got?
man, I was like, y'all so wrong. Y'all just ain't want to talk to nobody this morning. That's why everybody was like, no, I don't want to call in because they're going to think I'm ugly.
Ugly. That's good.
Right.
Beautiful.
Looking like a Martin reject. No, sir.
Not a Martin reject, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah.
I hear you. How you doing, sis? It was good to see you the other week. Thanks for coming through.
Yes, I enjoyed myself. I'm doing well. I'm like, got all this rain over here in the VA, and y'all got all that hotness over there like y'all going to hell. I'm like, oh, we need to compromise.
After the show, we might be going there.
Yeah, we calling babies ugly.
Yeah, exactly.
We calling women ugly. Actually, we was trying to give the ugly women a come up though, because they get a date with Jabari. He'll probably pick them up in the Bentley too, though. So,
See,
but
look
nobody
at this.
called in. So
You see what I got to deal with, DL?
But I see that right there, and then I'm just thinking again, and not trying to be funny, but some babies are just gonna be up. I don't care if the parents are cute. Some babies, when you see them, you be like,
Yep.
Be like, look at your baby.
Yep.
Your baby's so precious.
That's what you say.
And the
That's
baby,
how you say it.
might be going through an ugly stage. You know,
true.
that baby might have came out looking like a lizard.
Or bless that baby's heart. That's what it is. Bless that baby's heart. That's what it is.
There's key words that you'll know
To let you know.
that your baby ain't the one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
DL, I gotta ask you a question that we brought up a little bit earlier. Then, how do you rule for Fiang Jun as Judge DL, the Beast from the East? What is your ruling in the case? Should he get to sue his wife for false pretenses, or should she be found not guilty?
I think she should be found not guilty because she's lowered down by marrying somebody ugly.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you see, come on. Well, technically, DL, she is ugly. She just was rich and could change it. All of us don't get to have Rolex. I meant in this room.
I know.
Rolex watches, Bentleys,
Oh, okay, I see
a
what you mean.
gate, a butler. And I'm looking at that guy across the
he's
studio
talking
when I'm
about
saying
me.
all that.
He's talking about me.
The
with
rest
all
of
that.
us don't have those means, DL.
Well, see, and this is why I can say that because I've been told throughout my life, you cute, but you dark-skinned.
Oh, where they at?
Yeah.
Where they at?
Yeah.
Tell them come say that to our face. We'll deal with them.
Oh, you ain't got no word because I always got to come back for somebody. It all depends on the day of the week on how nice I'm coming.
Okay, all right.
But again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If he really loved her, it doesn't matter how much addition she had added on, fixing that nose, fixing them cross eyes, them teeth,
DL.
some implant hair, some hair. No.
But DL, it wasn't about his love for her. It's about his love for that baby. And now the ridicule he got to go through.
That's what you get.
DL, when he go to the barbershop, they waiting on him.
Money.
Man, some women want to marry a light-skinned dude because they believe that they're going to have a pretty baby.
Yeah.
And if you bleached your skin like Sammy Sosa,
Nah, he did. He
you
did.
know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's about, I think that he should get his ducats. She's guilty. False pretenses. The same way,
He married her for her money.
No, he married her for the baby. The same way when a woman find out a man is married or got a whole nother family, she want to leave.
Yes.
That's false pretenses.
False pretenses.
That's definitely false pretenses. But I mean, if you're talking about, if you're looking at somebody and say, I want to marry you, and you look at them right in the face, at some point, there's no changing of that. There's no changing that. Now, if she got money, okay, cool.
And she just had enough to fix her face. He didn't want the money. He wanted a pretty baby.
DL, when he took that baby to the family cookout, nobody wanted to hold his baby.
They have no cookouts in China.
He's getting honesty from the worst people. He walking down the street with his baby, random people coming up and saying, man, your baby ugly. That's the stuff that kind of happened. He went through all the Instagram filters and none of them helped. He on beta mode on some stuff. He's sending out LinkedIn requests to people to make new filters because he done use all of them.
Man.
People keep calling his baby unique. He can't even spell the word. think he got unicorn.
I can't even spell it.
You know how many fights he got in, DL? Because he's been defensive for the first 2 or 3 years of that baby's life.
DL, please answer this man.
Now what happens? What happens? What happens if that baby has gone through an ugly stage and turns out to be somebody's model as they get older?
Well, see, and there you go.
No, you're right. We always need the before and after picture, and that baby will always have a job as the before. And then when in the Tide commercial where there's an ugly baby covered in mud, then there's the clean baby in the white T-shirt. But back to the baby. Look, I'm tired of people coming up to him and saying, your baby gonna have a nice personality. Fyung Jung was mad that he posted all them pictures and ain't get not one like. Not even grandma liked the picture. Aunt Martha didn't even like the picture.
Dapper, it's about providing us a future for your child, making your child have the best life that it can have, and looks is a part of that.
Very true.
Looks is a part of that.
DL, you know how you drop your babies off at Bible school when it's time to go to church? You got the little Bible school for the kids.
Don't do that, Doug.
How about they tell you, you can take your kid into the church with you.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
See, now you mess with the Lord. I'm definitely gonna moonwalk past that one.
Hey, if we gonna get struck by lightning, I need three strikes. You started it.
DL, save us, please.
The AKAs.
Man.
What you got, DL?
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything about the divine nine
because they'll be coming.
Hey. And again, everybody can sit, but again, for the babies can't help what they look like. And how does he know that it came from her genealogy? It could have came from somebody down his family line that was ugly as
Facts.
All right.
Facts. There you go. All right, DL, we're going to let you go because we got to make room for the professor, but it's good to hear from you. Always good to hear from you, sis.
Hey, you too, and y'all bless one now.
All right, you too. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She got me feeling all bad because the baby can't control it.
DL don't hold back, man.
I'm out here making fun of kids.
DL does not hold back, son.
It's the mama fault.
It's somebody's fault. That's for sure. All right, so